Hier. Joey Arm. Hier, irgendwas. Ruhig. Geste aufführen, ruhig. Informationen ansagen, sanft. Das klingt gut. Start andersrum.
Union City is now the envy of the civilized world. But this is only the
Und jetzt? Hast du jetzt ein Zeichen bekommen? Keine Ahnung, hier.
beginning. From our new partnership with
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
Is the arm telling you anything at the moment?
I think it's telling me to calm down.
Ja.
I always get overly excited about these things.
I better go and...
Happy as... Now, if you might...
Ja.
Just me...
Nur du und deine Hand. Was? Das klingt sehr...
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration.
The guy was looking for a sign from the Joey arm. I wondered if I could help.
City wishes all citizens a happy... Here begins the story of
Haben wir vielleicht
Joey.
irgendwas, was nicht ruhig ist, was wir
Union
da
City wishes all
rein
citizens
schieben
a
können?
happy aspiration day.
Total erratisches Rumwedeln vielleicht? Ist das eine Möglichkeit? Wahrscheinlich nicht. Schade. Können wir vielleicht den Eingang hacken? Was? Zwanggestreichelte welche? Was?
Aspiration brooch required to access
The old history exhibit had an aspiration brooch. That must have been what those two visitors
Ja.
by the Joey arm were wearing.
Nein, die sind unhackbar. Das wäre ja zu leicht gewesen. Ach ja, ich kann ja auch mit der komischen Tante da vorne reden, glaube ich.
If you're one of our lucky aspiration brooch holders, be sure to check out the old
It was a hologram of Danielle Piermont, a friend from when I last came to Union City.
exhibits from the pre-Joey era.
Tja, kann ich das Hologramm? Nein. Oh, kann ich das mit dem Putzroboter? Ah, ja. Aggressiv. Kinderexponat. Aufgeregt. Hier ist noch ganz viel, was man benutzen kann. Ratsexponat ist gesperrt. Agio City Exponat kann man noch bedienen. Das ist verlockend. Oh je, das wird hier mal komplizierter. Das Minos Exponat ist sanft. Okay, das haben wir schon. Sanft. Sanft ist es ja, glaube ich, gerade. Und das Spankles Exponat ist verrückt. Ja, verrückt. Wir müssen den völlig verwirren mit dem verrückten Arm, glaube ich. Behaupte ich mal. Ja. Exponat. Jetzt müssen wir noch auf den dämlichen Roboter warten, dass er hier vorkommt. Jetzt. Informationen aufsagen. Verrückt. Anwenden. So, und wenn das jetzt weiterläuft, wie klingt das dann? Was? Wenn ich das jetzt benutze?
Fluids. You need them. We all do.
Ja,
But
okay.
water isn't only scarce.
Du klingst jetzt völlig behindert.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Bekloppt. Besserer Ausdruck.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy
Zack.
aspiration day.
Und jetzt können wir das aus dem USB-Stick hier rüber transferieren.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration
Das
day.
sieht gesund aus. Nicht? So.
Union City wishes all citizens.
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
Sag mal was über
Is
Zeichen.
the arm telling you anything at the moment?
I'm not exactly sure. It's gone kind of funky. But whatever it is, I'm sure it's profound.
I better go
Ja,
and
klar.
admire some.
Happy
The civilized world. But this is only the beginning.
Sag doch mal was.
From our new partnership.
Spiel. Das Mädchen wirkt gelangweilt. Trifft eine Warum mit dem Mädchen?
Agio City.
Das habe ich doch schon versucht.
Enrichment of the gap.
Hey there.
Hello again. Glorious day, isn't it?
Another perfect day in Union City.
Also nochmal zum Thema
It's really
Abmachung.
important that
So you keep saying. What do you really think of this place?
Unglaubwürdig.
if I were a cynic, I might call some of it a little unbelievable.
Don't say that around my dad. He really buys into all this stuff. Hey, listen. You and me, we're on the same wavelength here. And it's a different wavelength than my father.
He does seem very devout.
Right? And honestly, just staring at an old arm gets dull. You can just walk out, but I'm stuck here.
And you can just go into the back while I can't.
I'll make a deal with you. You give my dad a reason to leave, and I'll give you this dumb thing.
Gut.
You in?
Abgemacht.
Okay, I'm in. That brooch in exchange for your freedom.
Ah.
Finally. Praise Joey.
Praise? Yes, praise Joey.
Or something like that.
The girl had agreed to give me her aspiration brooch if I could somehow get her father to leave the museum.
Ja. Multitransfer. Aggressiv. Wie klingt das jetzt?
Fluids! You need them! We all do! But water isn't only scarce, it's dull! What's a good citizen to do? That's why famed Ministry of Plenty craniohydrologist Mr. Spankles created Spankles! Spankles is far more than just your recommended daily dose of vital fluids. Every can is bursting with micro-glycerins to boost your mood.
Ich denke mal mit aggressiv, das wird das Richtige sein, dass der quasi die Schnauze voll hat. So, jetzt komm rum. Das ist ein bisschen nervig.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day.
Ist das jetzt die aggressive Stimme?
Union City wishes all citizens
Ich bin
a
ja
happy aspiration day.
überrascht, dass sie das alles in allen möglichen Varianten aufgenommen haben. Offenbar. Also vertont. Ah. Ja, ich glaube, jetzt hast du nicht mehr so Bock, ne?
Hello
Reden.
again.
Ah, it's you.
Hey,
Beleidigen.
mister.
Yes?
I've
Charisma.
met toasters in this town with more conversational skills than you.
Oh, I know. They're getting more eloquent every day.
Ah, right.
Also deine
More
Intelligenz.
brains in a mini K than there is between your ears.
The Mini K is and always will be a delicious high-protein snack.
Yeah, well,
Und dein
I'll
Glück.
bet your favorite flavor of Spankles is regret.
No, it's grape.
Yeah, well,
Oh je.
I
Männlichkeit.
bet you shake hands like a limp fish.
In the palms of Savior Joey, we are all but limp fish.
Was?
St. James Club 11, verse 16.
That's profound.
Sir, I think you might appreciate...
I read you
Keep us...
Nein.
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
Is the
Zeichen.
arm telling you anything at the moment?
I think he's trying to give me a high five. What else could it mean, right?
What if you never get a sign?
Then I shall never leave.
Could you get...
I couldn't. I am a social climber and you are not. Sorry.
Schade.
I better go.
Happy
Also, das hat nicht geklappt. Ja. Ja, das tue ich bereits. Danke sehr. Es wäre nett, wenn die Hinweise weiterlaufen würden, wenn man
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Dinge getan hat.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day. We invite you to salute
Und was
the
haben wir
people
hier
of
drin?
Asio City, our faraway friends and valued members of the
Verlockend.
Union Group.
Jetzt. Junge, lauf doch mal. Hä? Danke. Wenn wir das verlockend machen. Das Radexponat ist gesperrt. Und das Kinderexponat ist aufgeregt. Vielleicht müssen wir alle einmal durchhaben oder so. Genau, so. Anwenden. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Und jetzt müssen wir... Ja, ich bin aufgeregt. Jetzt wieder zurück. Zack.
But, Joey, after all that I did to maximize my kudos, why have you forsaken me? I worked so hard. I did every...
That's okay, Dad. It's all right.
But Cecily... I just don't understand.
Come on now, Dad. Let's go get you a nice can of spankles at the cafe.
Yes. Yes, I think that'll do the trick. I think it's time I tried that new flavor.
I very much enjoyed our talk today, Mystery Man. It's been eye-opening.
I'm glad we could reach an arrangement, miss.
Featherbottom. Cecily Featherbottom. Best aspiration day ever. Here we go. A deal's a deal. Until we meet again, may the light and wisdom of Savior Joey smile upon you. Happy Aspiration Day.
Nice.
Trajectory obstructed.
Erstmal speichern. Ja, ich möchte das wirklich speichern. Nicht versehentlich laden. So.
The old history exhibit had a whole bunch of stuff from the old regime. Definitely worth checking out.
Dann wollen wir mal.
Welcome to the old history exhibit,
Da
young
sind auch
lady.
Leute drin, okay. Young Lady, klar. Ja. Exponatinformation.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Oh. Ganz kompliziert.
Meet Spunky, lifelong friend and companion of our benefactor, Danielle Piermont. Spunky was a friend to all low-life citizens and a true symbol of Union City spirit until he was found drowned in a pond at the tender age of 7.
That.
Through this exhibit, may his bark be with us always.
The robot was a repository of information about all the exhibits. Many years ago, Spunky had helped me in my quest to defeat Link. I was glad to see that he had gotten the respect he deserved.
Ja, nee, die müssen wir jetzt, glaube ich, nicht anquatschen. Nicht, dass es noch jemandem auffällt.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Ja.
It was an old fridge. There were strange noises coming from it, as if something was trapped inside.
He's one of the last known relics of the great gastroenteritis crisis, a particularly dark piece of pre-Joey history.
Was?
Its seal remains unbroken to preserve its mysteries, and per request of the Ministry of Comfort's janitorial staff.
Ich garantiere euch, wir müssen
Protect
das
your
noch
family
aufmachen.
with Spankles, the only food replacement guaranteed to be irradiated for your safety and drinking pleasure.
A padlock prevented whatever was inside from getting out.
Ja, ich bin mir sicher, wir müssen den Herrn dann noch ablenken und das Schloss aufbrechen. Aber gucken wir erstmal durch.
The information droid will be with you.
This city synth garbage would never compete with the stuff back in the Gap.
Ja.
Public music in Union City used to be restricted to low-life areas only. At one of our long-lost clubs, the St. James Club, citizens could meet to dance and drink. These days, music devices are mostly personalized, and loud music is only permitted in VIP areas or public stages.
Interesting. Ja, bleib mal grad da. Du Ding.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Aha. Ob das wohl akkurat ist?
Life in the Gap has always been primitive. Here we see a typical scene of two fully grown Gaplanders eking out an existence in the harsh wastes of the desert. Note the animal they are about to slaughter, most likely the now extinct quadruped commonly known as a goat. Goats were fierce predators, which were notoriously difficult to trap. Our two models here were clearly top hunters.
Ja. Hat sowas Unangenehmes.
These models were far too clean-cut to be Gaplanders. They'd done a good job with the goat, though.
Ja, gut. Immerhin die Ziege haben sie richtig. Die Ziege, genau.
Union City still had some pretty backward views on the Gap.
Na klar, warum auch nicht? Oh nein. Na, oh, danke.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
An old barrel transporter robot. Those robots always gave me the creeps.
Height of technological sophistication. Designed to carry anything, provided that it fit into a barrel, these primitive robots paved the way for the Savior's arrival.
Und wer bist du?
The information droid will be with you shortly.
To power our glorious city, we used to use dangerous fuels. These days, we burn our waste and use that to provide all the power our citizens will ever need.
I'd had a run-in with this tech all those years ago. I hoped Union City had gone in a more sustainable direction.
Also Atomkraft. Hallo?
A giant holographic map of Union City as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet.
Ja, aber lass uns doch erstmal weiter gucken. Das noch funktioniert.
The old link terminal had long since stopped working.
Hoffentlich.
The information droid will be
Link
with you
was
shortly.
Union City's original digital curation device. Through terminals such as these, Link was used to control all aspects of citizens' lives. Their tyranny was ended when Savior Joey arrived and took control of the city. Joey replaced Link with our venerated Minos system, dedicated to creating the best city possible in which all citizens can be happy.
Ja, zum Glück kontrolliert Minos nicht das Leben jedes Bürgers, ne? Kappa. Da sind wir ja alle ganz froh drüber. Was haben wir da hinten noch? Ein Any-Terminal, das man nicht angucken kann.
The
Exponatsteuerung.
hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon.
Joey speaks. untersuchen.
The Joey Speaks looked like a gimmick, but I couldn't pass the opportunity to hear my old buddy's voice again.
Dann, scan doch mal.
The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work.
Schade. Aber vielleicht, mit dem
The
Robot-Dings?
information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior, Joey. Many disciples of the Savior hold this board up as an example of immaculate assembly with rather less than immaculate soldiering. Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
Schade. So, und hier hinten ist auch noch irgendwas. Da geht's wahrscheinlich raus, rechts.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This organism, found in the depths of the old city, remains one of its greatest mysteries. It was at one time theorized that the biomass was the result of a mutated mini knockwurst flushed into the old sewage system. However, numerous court proceedings dictated that this was in fact a false statement fabricated by the franchise's competitor, Little Knackers. Whilst its origins are unknown, citizens are assured it represents no threat to our well-being and is displayed here merely as a reminder of the dark ages of our great Union City.
Was wissen wir denn über die Biomasse-Ranken?
The gruesome tendrils pulsed ominously. The product of Link. An experimental fusion of man with computer that had ended in tyranny.
Interesting. Und eine U-Bahn-Station.
10 years ago, I'd used the old underground system to reach the heart of Link.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This antique map shows the primitive transportation available prior to the installation of the monopod system. Unlike today, travelers often risk delays, confusing journey plans, and the inconvenience of inconsequential chatter. Now, work is just a button press away. What lies beneath Union City? Some talk of giant monsters, tentacle creatures, illicit android laboratories. Beware, spreading these unpatriotic rumors can have serious implications for your kudos rating.
Ja, alles ganz frei hier. Super und toll und saviored und so weiter. Was sagst du denn zu der Karte?
The information droid will be with you
This
shortly.
holographic map demonstrates the success of the Council in revitalizing Union City according to Joey's guidance. With new Council-approved technology, every citizen can finally look up and see clear blue skies.
Exponatinformation. Ah nein, das hatten wir ja gerade. Ist offen.
A
Platte.
metal panel was bolted onto the side of the table. A
Holo-Anzeige,
giant holographic
ja.
map of Union City as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet.
Holographie-Anzeigetisch. Die Anzeigen. Union City-Karte. Klingt alles sehr kompliziert hier. Blah. Junge, lauf doch mal. Know it all. Ahaha. Was haben wir hier? Oder anfordern. Wir können auf jeden Fall irgendwas... Oh, wir können vielleicht, wenn wir... Junge, lauf vorwärts. Das Exponat verwenden. Ja.
The
Ja,
The information droid will be with you
So.
shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry
Zack,
house the spark
zack.
that would become our beloved
Anwenden.
savior, Joey.
Und jetzt? Abgestürzt. Nice.
Many disciples of the Savior hold this board up as an example of immaculate assembly with rather less than immaculate soldiering. Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
Ja, ja. Aber wenn ich die jetzt hören möchte, kann ich dann...
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Joey? Joey, it's me, Foster.
Foster? It is really you?
Hey, old buddy. Boy, am I glad to see...
Let's talk more crowbar, Foster. Or whatever other great idea you have for getting me out of here.
Is that Joey?
Joey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what they'd done to you.
Yeah, save your apologies for after you've got me out of this.
Everybody, it's an Aspiration Day miracle.
Ja.
Joey's speaking to us.
No, that's not Joey. No way.
Joey, it's really you?
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Joey,